Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world on GeoGuessr, playing it one region, county, area, territory, state, department, governorate, whatever it's called, the first level of subdivision for each country on planet Earth. And, well, my objective while playing this on GeoGuessr is A, to hopefully have some fun and a good time, B, explore and see places I have never been to and probably will never go to, and C, try to score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr. That is a perfect GeoGuessr game over 5 rounds, and if I succeed in doing so, that area I have played is done and dusted and will not feature again in the series. If I fail to play 25,000 points, it might feature again at a later date. Today we are heading into Brazil, and we're going into the Brazilian state of Paraíba, which sits down here in the northeastern corner of the country, and it's 56,500 square kilometers. Well, the official estimate of the population for 2025 is 4,164,468. That's a very precise estimate. And the capital is the city of João Pessoa, which sits here on the coast. And João Pessoa has just short of 900,000 people. That is an estimate of 2025. So yeah, we have lots of backcountry, a short strip of coast, and hopefully we'll get to see some on the coast. Otherwise this could turn into be a fairly tricky one, but I hope it won't be. So let's see what we get. And let's see, we are going to make it a moving challenge, yes. And like so, copy the link so that if you like to try, you can play this along with me, or, well, whenever you're watching the video, or just try and see if you can beat me fair and square, which is far from impossible. I am not a professional GeoGuessr player by any means. It would be more correct to say that I'm an enthusiast. Okay, so we're at the 94 of something here. We could well be in João Pessoa, given the surroundings here, but we could of course also be in another city or town. So okay, so if we are in João Pessoa, let's see, Rua São José. Okay, José, probably more like it. Then we should be heading out towards the sea. Let's see, Ponta de Matos, Rua Herodina Brasiliana Vieira, and Rua we can't find the name of. Yes, but let's see. So it's interesting that it doesn't say the same. Oh yeah, it does say the same. So we got Ponta de Matos. Let's see if that is. Let's first see if that is a district within João Pessoa. Let's see now. We also got a couple of cities south of it as well, so we can try and work our way through them. There's a Ponte de Matos. Ponte de Matos, Ponte de Matos, Ponte de Matos. No sign of Ponte de Matos yet. Now we'll check over here in Conde. And new. No Ponte de Matos. Now we'll check over here. Well, let's see. I do not see any Ponte de Matos here. Tibiri, Santa Rita, Alto do Mateus, but not Matos. Ponte de Matos, Cabo Branco, Estados, Barallo, Bessa. Modelo con punto de Campina. Oh, okay. So we're out here. Okay. So I can't read the whole name, but it's tennis something. It could be this Antonio Pontes thing, maybe? Santa Catarina Olivetta, Lima Passos, Aureliano. Doesn't seem to be this one, though. Okay, so what else then? Let's have a look at the direction of this street again. So it's south, it goes northeast, so it kind of matches this one. It kind of does. Let's have a little closer look here. I mean, and this is the Erodina Brasiliana Vieira. Oh yeah, here we go. And this is San Jose. Okay, so we were in here. Jose. Well, that's probably the more correct one, but as I said, well, my Portuguese will not stand up to muster. Just to be perfectly clear. Right, so we should... I mean, we should be here. Gonna go for that. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, we're still within. Good. Nice start. Okay, this should be pinnable, but... Oh, that's gonna be a job and a half. We got buildings. But given that we got 170 population density of our, what? 73.8 per square kilometer. It's actually going to be hard to miss people in this place. Let's see if we've gone slightly northeastwards. Kind of seems like a ranch area. Ooh, and with all these roads crisscrossing, this is gonna be a nasty one to keep track of. And one of the ubiquitous, we just passed one of the ubiquitous, possibly stray dogs that we find everywhere in the world. And, well, let's slow right down. Let's see now. Yeah, the coverage is pretty slow. So my hope is quite simply to find a main road of some sort. Or possibly a town. I thought I saw in the distance something that looked like a town. Yeah, over here. Wait, it must be a town. So let's see what town this is. Okay, so I've been going steadily from the west. Now the question is... Well, there is no question. Well, the game chose for me whether I should be going straight or to the right. But yeah, let's just continue with this. It said something on this thing. Fortle. I mean, sometimes they could actually... Fortlev. For all I know, that could actually be the start of the name of the place. But let's see now. We're still going east. Compros Reciclagem. Okay, so some recycling facility or collection point, I guess. And here was a street name. Areal and the Palmeira. No, that's the street name. So let's see. Rua da Palmeira, then it's Areal. Now what do we do? That one takes us out of town. Let's just get the names here again. So we've got the Sebastião, Benjamin, and the Palmeira. Okay, so we're on the Benjamin. We got the Menino. Construction materials. We have Allora, Cisinho, Rua, yes, Sebastião, Valdomiro, Xavier. Let's see now. Not immediately visible. And the trouble for me is that this state stretches so far inland. So I'm going to have, it's kind of long and narrow. That's going to be a little hard to search actually because of that. Here's Esperanza. Oh, so the name of the town was actually Areal. Okay. And we came down to Palmeira. Here we are. And that's where we came into town and started looking other ways. So let's see, where else does this road go? Okay, well, anyways. So here's the little pond that we were at. And then comes the big question. Where on earth did we start out? This is going to be a fun one. Not. Okay, I'm going to place myself there for starters. Then we're going to have a look. So this road is going south by southwest, actually. Which is not helpful at all. But we know that we came along this road. Maybe I should follow it in the opposite direction for a bit. So going slightly south or west. Just to see if we've come across any other road. So how could this work? There are no roads that are particularly visible past this point. And yes, so I guess we might be on this road. But there are things that kind of suggest that we aren't, except that we are, like this road, turning ever more southwest. Whoops. And okay. Let's see now. But are the distances really that great? That's what I am a little puzzled about. And okay, let's see now. That I want to see whether we actually arrive over here. If we do, then we were probably up here. Come on, move it. Crikey. This bit is really slow for some reason. No. Did we just move down this one? This one here? Yeah, that seems quite likely, actually. Okay, back to where we started. So, the trouble is the direction here. So this road is probably not on the map. which is a bit of a bummer. So I'm wondering if that building up ahead here is this one here. This one. So, and if that is the case, then this thing up ahead is this one. So let's go with that for now. Let's see, we are looking at it about there. So let's place myself there for now. Okay, let's have a little look around this place here. So we got this building and a smaller building. We got another building behind that building and that building, which could match. And this building is supposed to be alone. Yes, it is. I got one building out on the street. I'm wondering if these two buildings are not on the map. Let's see, so then we got this building. Most likely that one. And then we got yet another building, which must be this one. And then we're going to go around the bend, and then we arrive here. Okay. Let's see if we can identify that building. Is it this one? That's the next question. This building is at northeast. I'm not trusting because it feels too far away. And there are too many buildings in between. Let's see now. So, okay, so we have this one. So, if that is that, then that is supposed to be that. And that is supposed to be this. Yeah, and then we arrive at that. Okay, then I actually was right. So we are, let's put the compass directly at east. Zoom in a little bit. And have a look again. So this building, which is this one. And we're looking, I don't like this one bit. Because that feels too close. Just feels too close. Let's see now. If I look straight south now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 5 we arrive here. On the western end of that building. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we arrive there. So if we say that 5 is there, well, okay, then that actually looks pretty correct. Let's go for that. Hui, oh man, well, there's a fair bit of a road layer misalignment. Okay, still we're good. We're good. And that looks like a main road. Good. Southeast. Guess we'll go this way, northwest. That's the total opposite of what I would like, the direction I would like to go, but beggars can't be choosers. And yeah, we're just gonna head out on the main road here and see what's what, if we could. All right, we're gonna have some Swiss coverage. With that, I mean that they're kind of zigzagging along streets in a way that is a bit random and doesn't take you to like main streets and such. But here we go. And we are on the Academia da Saúde. Where have I seen Saúde before? What else does it say? Ministerio da Saúde. Ah, okay. So, Prefeitura Municipal Governo Estadual Saúde. But is that... Okay. Tips for exercises. Just a little... I've seen, as I said, I've seen the name Saúde before. And I think it's been while playing these series and doing some other states in Brazil. So, let's see, can I get out on the road here? Yes, thank you. See, there's some signs down there. I don't know, but that kind of looks like a milestone. Nope. Chapel for a victim of the road, I guess. Although traffic, more likely. Yeah, I do see the city up ahead. I just want to exhaust or find as much information here as possible before I move on. Ooh. A maior casa de show da região. Okay. Okay, so vans lie, but okay, so we're definitely in a town called Saúde. Now I know we have to find the town of Saúde. Yikes. There's no lack of towns, that's for sure. So we'll just have to watch rather carefully, and the name is short as Saúde could easily get lost in this jumble of names. Sendo. No Saúde yet. Let's see now. Patos. Can we see any Saúde? No, I cannot see any Saúde. I can see Congo. Serrote. Saúde. Let's see. No Saúde. Ibiara. Santa Inês. Come on, Saúde. No. I do not see any Saúde. That is regrettable, or however to label that. Okay, so that probably means I'll have to go into Saúde and see. I'll go northwest. That's so the wrong direction for everything. But okay, I'm just hoping I will find Perimeter Urbana Santa Rosa. Okay. Is that the name of the actual place? Or the actual name of the place? I kind of have the feeling that we are far west in Paraíba. So, Barra de Santa Rosa, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the place. Let's see, can I find a motorcycle place? Academia da Saúde. Okay. So I would assume that we're down here somewhere. Let's have a look at that. So let's say just for now that we're there. We can't go any further that way. And if we go this way, do we wind up at a dead end? Oh, we could well be there instead. Let's see now. Got a street going up that way, and this one continues. Let's see. Will there be a street? Yes, there is a street up to the side here. Okay, so that problem is that we're there. We're gonna have a look and see if we can see Conjunto Francisco. Well, probably won't be able to see anything there, but let's see now. And then we get up to the Academia, which is here. The Sauda. Yeah, that has to be correct. So just want to get this proper. So we're about here. Cool. Okay. So far so good. Oh no. Okay, this bend at least should be pinnable. Southeastwards. Let's see what's on top of this crest here. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so we've got some mountains to the north. Otherwise, the countryside is pretty flat except for this one hill here. So why do we have mountains to the north in this area then? There seems to be something over here. Yeah, there are something resembling mountains at least. Other than that, they seem a little few and far between. And this area is just flat. Okay, so let's work with this area for now. Okay, that's definitely not the direction to go, I think. Might be some settlement up there. But oh my word, we're gonna be at this one for a while, I can tell already. We are gonna be lost here for so long. But yeah, let's head in that direction of the ocean. At least nominally. So that's eastwards. Yeah, I always try to aim for... If I'm on a hill, I usually will go downhill. Although I'm I'm always a sucker for seeing what's on the other side of the hill, so I might go uphill at times, even if I desire not to do so. But I always want to try to head in the direction of the sea, because that's usually where most of the people live. If there is any sea. Of course, a state that has such a short coastline. São Domingos. Okay, we need to remember that. In 10 kilometers towards the west at a triangular intersection. But yeah, when the state is long and narrow and then east-west, or sort of in the direction of the sea, that means that we have to go quite far to get to the sea. Grossos, okay. Nilsson. And what does it say over there? Well, some stuff that is not legible at that distance, even though the letters were pretty large and would have featured at the very top row of any optician's test of your sight. Yeah, so we had São Domingos. That was the only thing that we got for now, except for this motorbike chasing us. Another intersection, actually with a sign. Ooh. That's actually a lot of information. São Pedro, São Brás, São José dos Alves, Distrito de Flores, Distrito para Comprida dos Leites, Guatiba, Bajota. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. And Pombal. Aha. Well, well, well. Am I that lucky? Parque de Vaquejada Grossos, Estrada Pombal. Could I really be that lucky? Let's have a little look at this intersection. So here we go northeastwards. After we've gone northeastwards for a bit, I want to see if we hit that railroad. Yeah, we're gonna have. Let's see if we're gonna have a left bend. Yes, we are. And then we're gonna have a right turn. Yep. And a road going that way. And can't see it, but oh, this is very likely to be the correct spot. Oh, yeah, definitely is. Let's see. Top of this hill. We might be able to see the railroad. Or whatever it is. It might, for all I know, this railroad might be on the dusty pages of the history books. But, okay, if I continue that far. But yeah, I'm fairly sure I'm on the right track. Literally. Okay, now we're going up this way. So now we're here-ish. I think. And yeah, turning. So now we're up here. And now we should be about here. And once upon a time, there was a railroad. Yeah, actually, you can see this is probably where it ran. Hill off in the distance. Well, I'm not going to go all the way to Pombal, that's for sure. Okay, so this must be that triangular intersection we were at early on. So could we have been here? That's entirely possible, isn't it? So let's see now. So I'm going to go this way. And it curves in that direction slightly. And yeah, curves like so. Now we're going eastwards, and then it's going to curve slightly to the south, ever so slightly, and we're going to have the intersection before very long, I think. Or should be coming up any second now? No? Did I get it wrong? Let's see now. Should be. No. What? We're definitely on this road. But, did I pass the intersection already? Did I fail to spot it? No? Weird. Weirdness. Okay, so are we... What did I miss now? Is my recollection of this so bad? Let's see. Okay. So that means we were further up. Then we were probably here. Yeah, that would make us... Ooh, yeah, let's check that. So, let's see. Yeah, that works. We got a slight bend this way towards the left. Sorry, right. And then we're going to have a sort of bend here. Then we're going to have this bend down here. We're going to have that bend down here, which then takes us northeast. And then we're going to do a little squiggly, wiggly, wiggly, wriggly bit until we get up here where we're going to get really squiggly. Yeah. Turning northwestwards, and here we get the squiggly bit, which isn't squiggly anymore because there is no railroad here, but there is the road going up here. So I think the squiggly bit is running here and like so, and I just made a shortcut here, so sort of. Just want to make sure that we get to this one. Oh yeah, here it is. There it is. And we got the building. Yep, okay, then we've identified our corner. We are here. Right. And the bend has ended where we are. We're about to enter that one. Now let's see, if I go backwards now, we should have... Okay. Don't want to go further than that. Nope, don't want to go further than that. Well, this is one that where the margins of error are pretty large in terms of... I don't think I've scored a... Have I scored a single-digit distance yet? Okay. Ipiranga seems to be the name of the place here. Or, let's see. I'm in doubt. The regional Barra de Santa Rosa. I think this so this is a larger parish of the Apostolic Church. That's interesting. So it's in Hebrew. Huh. Why in Hebrew? Because it's definitely not a Jewish congregation. Huh. Well, maybe I'll find that out when I'm doing my editing and research of the area afterwards, later. Okay, so we are in the Barra de Santa Rosa. Wait, hang on. We were in Barra de Santa Rosa earlier, weren't we? In the previous round, so let's see. So where was that again? Here's a Barra de Santa Rosa. But I'm not so sure that we are in Barra de Santa Rosa. So let's check the roads here. So northwest, yeah, not very much matches Santa Rosa. So this is a regional and national sea, I guess. So there is one in the state of Sao Paulo, that's the national seat in Ipiranga. And then there is this thing in Rua Vicente Martins Casado. Okay. Let's see if we can find Martins Casado. Otto de Mayo. Let's see, Confessor. Rodriguez da Silva. No, not quite yet. Vicente Martins Casado. Is it Vicente Martins Casado? But I'm looking northwest. Okay. That makes for an interesting one. So that's not the name of the street we are on, and we are not sure that we are in Santa Rosa. Because we could well be somewhere else. This kind of looks familiar though, but I would like to be able to read that. Ferreira de Melo. And Ferreira de Melo goes northeast. If there is no Ferreira de Melo, we are not. Probably not in Santa Rosa. And in that case, it's been a red herring for me. And it seems like I have caught a red herring. Unfortunately. It's starting to look like that, isn't it? Okay, let's see if I can find a street sign. Ooh. One is Yike. Municipal Mario Cleonice Ramos de Sena. Okay. Is that the name of the municipality? That's a long name. But I want to see if we can find a main street, and it seems we got a main street over here. Well, it kind of looks familiar, doesn't it? So, if we are in Santa Rosa, let's see if we can find the name of that church. Hang on, this is a dual carriageway. This is not one. Oh, hang on. What do we have here? Ah, Restaurante Donna Rosa. Well, we could be down here somewhere. Still don't quite want to give up on this one. Secretariat de Sauda. Does that have to do with health or anything? Teoromestre Zetinho. Let's see if we can find any business. Oh, Enedino. If this is where we are, but we're not. And of course, no. Oh, gods. Doing my usual stupid stunt of having my internal compass turned around. But okay. Oh. Guite is apparently where we are. Guite. Well, we still have a lot of time on Santa Rosa. Okay, Guite. Where is that? earth does this work? So if for this to be remotely right. So Shekina, and this is, let's see, so we are now in the Francisco Teodoro de Fonseca. And here it's called the Petronio Figueredo. What is going on? What in the blazes is going on? We got the Secretaria de Saúde. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, so, right, okay. Got you now. Ah. Confused that street with this one because the layout was so similar. Huh. Okay, so here's the Manuel and here's the Igreja Apostolica Venia Uteoreno, whatever. Uteoreno, okay. Whatever that means. We're not quite out of the woods yet. Should... Ooh. We are here, aren't we? Don't want to mess this one up yet. Let's see, turn around. There. No. Here. Go with that. Whew. Okay, that one took a lot longer than it ought to have done. But yay. Yay, 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 yay. We actually 25k'd Paraíba. And, well, less than an hour as well, which is always, well, I won't say good, but it is preferable. So I would rather be closer to half an hour, but... So yeah, this was quite playable as opposed to some of the other Brazilian maps I've tried out, so I am well happy with that. And yeah, that is it for Paraíba, and I'm glad that you're still with me here on the Tiny Dot in Space, and I hope you'll join me when the next episode is up. Until then, bye-bye.